So we've already talked about both these players. Although I haven't talked much about Foxy, so let's do a little bit of that. Foxy came into our scene, started as a plat player. I remember seeing him at the season, though. He was playing in the amateur bracket, though. I think he just barely didn't make the cut along with Spoon. But here we're seeing a different Foxy. We're seeing a Foxy that wants to win. Because this player, in the couple weeks that he's been around, from what I've seen him at least, he's been making immense improvements. Let's see if Forky can get out of this one. He finds it. Okay. He's been making immense improvements in the game. His aggro, his defense, everything has been going up. I'm pretty sure he's been practicing non-stop on level 10. And level 10 practice really brings your level of play high really fast, if you can handle it, that is. You know, there's technical barriers surrounding what levels you can play on a lot of the times. Because although there is a speed that you kind of do need to have to be able to play on certain levels, but the speed is not as high as you'd think. You'd think that it'd be like really fast, like only the top players, their speed is what allows them to live long, but really, you know, like we talked about with Forky earlier on, despite even having slower cursor speeds, you can still manage your way around it. If you, I'm shocked that Foxy died there because he had 20 health. How did he die? Surely he had enough time to bring that down. Maybe he pressed it too early, but he only pressed it once, expecting it to work, and then he just stood there until he died. That was a weird death at any rate. He had the solution, he just didn't execute. But yeah, Forky obviously topping him out, doing good work. Both players topping each other out, but surviving. We saw in that first match, Foxy sending a lot of combo garbage to Forky, and Forky using that low stack to turn it against Foxy, actually. So we'll see how this progresses. We want to see what we want to see from Foxy if he's going to win the set. We want to see him maybe a tiny bit less combo garbage, a little bit more chain garbage. Forky. Oh, see, that's a problem because he just threw down the pillar, and there was the blues there, easy for the taking. So that's that thing that we were talking about before as well. You're going to see a lot of recurring themes among all the players here, and a quick kill because Forky was not ready. He had that pillar. And that pillar honestly, it's killed so many players in the past. Everyone knows the pain of dealing with that pillar, those pillars on the sides that are unfavorable for you. And that's why it's so important to try to look at them earlier. That way you can see what your options are with them, right? Or like maybe if you're the pillars, you look at the pillar and you're like, oh shit, I probably wouldn't be able to live if I drop this chain right now and try to solve the problem, the pillar problem. So you would cut your aggression off preemptively to focus on defense a little bit more. Let's see if how these players progress in this set because the pillars don't always pose a threat. There's a lot of different things that can, you know, mainly the garbage of the enemy, but you know. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we got Forky is just like, yo, I'm Forky, by the way. He just sends like a ×10. Charging that spirit bomb. Forky wants to be Super Saiyan. And he pushes up, wisely pushes up, because he sees that Foxy's going for a big thing. Sending small chains are really good when your opponent is stuck doing that. He sees ×11, but then he doesn't push up again. But that's alright. He usually finds the clear. Let's see how Foxy does this defense. Right now, we got Forky with a very strong offense coming into play, but unfortunately, sending just one too many lines of combo garbage, causing all of Foxy's pressure to be relieved. And you hate to see that, folks. Probably still gonna have him topped out, yeah, and that's the thing, right? That's the all-in strat that we were talking about, where it's like, yeah, you may have relieved like 80% of your pressure, but because Forky sent you a spirit bomb at the start, you had a pressure disadvantage to begin with, so he still has enough to keep you topped out with combo garbage for a while, and combo garbage barely shakes the screen, so if you ain't ready, you dead. And that's it. Forky going for some sick, like, trick there. Let's see. He's gonna buffer that for sure. And he goes for the... That was very smart building towards that blue there. I much appreciate that. Yeah, he's gonna go for that. See, optimally, he goes for that 6 strat again. But optimally, I would have opted for a clearing the garbage before the rest of it dropped. That way I'm not at risk. But in this case, it's probably not going to come to bite him because he has extra lines to spare. So that's fine. Also, you can see that bug coming into play where the combo garbage is clearing above off screen. John. And, I'm just kidding. Let's see what we got. I'm just focusing on what he's doing right now. He's going for chains. He's going for chains. Oh my god, he's going for chains. Can he get it? Yes. And I can't help but feel that if Foxy sent less of a... if he didn't send that second big chain at the top there, but instead he sent combo garbage, that Forky might have died to that. See, like that. Except before. Because now it doesn't matter. And we got Forky just... sticking to his guns of keeping the guy topped out forever and just waiting for him to die. Which is honestly not a bad strategy if you think about it, because sooner or later you're gonna fuck up somewhere. Excuse my language. But yeah, you will. Everyone does. Let's see what we got here. He's gonna have to find a way to he's got... oh my god, so much going on. Okay, so on the left, we need to see some chains coming in. Where's the chains? Where's the chains? He's trying to get the chains. There we go. On the right, we're gonna be seeing some defense, followed up by some more defense. But can he get it? He can't, and he dies. Because he gets a shitty roll. He gave him 2 blues, and he didn't need them at all. And that's the end. Both players opting for smaller stuff. See, I like this. This is like the war of attrition. It's like we're both going to send small stuff, slowly try to get our advantage. Oh, but Forky getting... Oh my god. Alright, so what happened there is that Forky got like these double chains, but he didn't really expect them. So once it came down to all the panels falling down to the bottom, what likely happened is that he didn't really know where to move from there. And he got quick killed by that little combo garbage that barely shakes the screen, and he had no time left to actually figure out a solution. So he got staggered just a tiny bit from what ended up happening, just by luck, honestly. And that's that death. And, you know, Foxy was just doing Foxy stuff. We're going to be seeing a much different match this time. Technically, the advantage right now in Foxyman's favor. Oh, but Forky actually manages to triple chain. Let's see if he opts to cut this off. No, he's going to go for the ×6/6. Goes for the Devil's combo. And what are we going to see from Forky? Acknowledges he needs to defend, but he's not ready. He's lucky he wasn't topped out there. Got a Spirit Bomb charging up. Oh, but we don't, because terrible luck on Foxyman's side. Might get him killed if he was topped out. But he was not. One more line, guys. Can I get it in the chat? One more line, and Forky pays the ultimate price for it. Probably dying to just being caught off by some combo garbage. I wasn't really looking. Foxyman leaving himself a way out. We got, you know, pressure's not even big enough for anything to be on any player's side so far. If you send like just like 4 lines of garbage, there's no pressure advantage. No real pressure advantage anyways. The difference is like 1 second if you have 1 extra line. It depends on what you're making to, but both of them send combo. So Forky looking a little bit shaky right now, honestly. He might die to... Yeah, but, oh man, you hate to see that. Especially when it was such a close match, this close set for such a long time. Another quick one by Foxy, and Forky just not ready to defend in those situations. Not focusing on his offense and maybe just not being able to solve that in those specific situations where maybe stuff wasn't going the way that he intended it for it to go, and then he wasn't really ready to be in a situation where he didn't have control over the situation. So that's a big win, honestly. Foxyman beating Forky. That's his first win over him, I'm pretty sure. And in, wouldn't say convincing fashion because of the ways that were the deaths, but definitely, 2-5, still a respectable score, and definitely played better